What a wild ride has been, what a wild ride this has been. But now, we have finally reached its conclusion. Hey everybody, CoolPika here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Shining Pearl! In the last part, we finally defeated the champion Cynthia. And at long last, we became the champion of the Sinnoh League. And in this part, we are just simply going to wander around Sinnoh to see what's available after the post-game, after the main story, and see where the journey takes us next. So, starting off, we're here mostly because after you defeat the Pokemon League, you always spawn right here back in Twin Leaf Town, starting at your home as usual. What the, something's desyncing for some reason. I hope that's not a major problem. My Pro Controller does not do that often. I really hope it's nothing on my end. Should I be concerned? I'll look at that later. Hold on a moment. I'm gonna calibrate the control stick real quick and see what's up. Okay, that should solve the problem for now. Hopefully that's not a reoccurring thing. But, okay, as you may have noticed, there is an item here that spawns right in this room, as you can see. What that is, I'm not gonna grab it right now, but I just want you all to make note that that item is there, and we will discuss what that is at a later date. But for now, we're gonna go downstairs and greet our mom once more and see how she's doing. Hey mom, looks like she already has something to say. Jordan, hey Beb came looking for you a little while ago. I don't know what was it about, but he was shouting about you needing to get on a ship at Snow Point City. You know how impatient he is. He was gone before I could ask. Anyway, how's it going, kid? Is your project with Professor Rowan coming along? Alright, as you can see, I don't know what I'm looking at with my Pokedex right now, but as you can see, now that we're at the end of the main story, I need to see what our Pokedex is looking like and see if we can turn that in right away. And moment of truth, and the number of Pokemon we've seen is 151. We did it! See that? If you're pretty consistent as I am, it's not really that hard to see all the Pokemon. Like, we got all 151 Pokemon. And again, reminder for all those who don't have Manaphy, if you haven't gotten the event with Manaphy in it, all you really need to do is go to Black Lost Mansion and read that book, and you'll get Manaphy's entry. Same thing for Palkia. Or Dialga in that matter. You just gotta go to Celestic Town and read the book there at Cynthia's grandma's house and you'll get it. Other than that, we have done it. We got all of them in the entry. So you already know what's the first thing we're gonna do. We are going to turn that in and reap the reward from it. Oh, hello, Winter. Long time no see, buddy. It's been like, oh geez, it's been like 3 weeks since I've beaten the champion. Like, for context, I decided to take a small break, if you want to call it that. I mean, it's not like I was busy with another certain game at the moment. Anyways, first stop is Samjun Town or whatever. So Samjun Town is going to be our first stop here, and already who's here to greet us, it's Dawn. Hey Dawn, what do you got to say to us? Hi Jordan, may I see your Pokedex? Oh my gosh! You've seen every kind of Pokemon in Sinnoh! Have you shown your Pokedex to Professor Rowan yet? No, I have not, but that's what I plan on doing. Thank you for noticing, Dawn, by the way. So, with that being said, we are going to go inside and see Professor Rowan and see what he has to say of our accomplishment. Hi there, Dawn's dad. Yeah, I know, you're Dawn's dad. Okay, let's talk to Professor Rowan now. The moment of truth.
Ah, Jordan! You've come to show me your progress on the Pokédex. So you've seen 151 Pokemon. Bravo, Jordan! You've recorded all Pokemon in the Sinnoh in your Pokédex. This will help immeasurably with my studies on Pokemon evolution.
And look who it is! It's the man, the legend himself, Professor Oak. Your reward for completing the Pokédex is getting to see Oak in the flesh. Greetings, Professor Rowan. It's been a very long time. I'll tell you, Sinnoh certainly is a long trip from Kanto. Of course, it means meeting new Pokemon. That's no great distance too great for the likes of us to travel.
Oh! If it isn't my old colleague, Professor Oak! I should have expected as much from the world's authority on Pokemon. We always used to joke, where there are Pokemon, you'll find Oak. It's good to see that hasn't changed one bit. Professor Oak, let me introduce my young assistant. This youngster has filled every page of the Sinnoh Pokédex for me.
Ah, well, very glad to meet you. As you've heard, my name is Professor Oak. I've been hearing a great deal about you from the Professor Rowan lately. He's been exuberant in praise about fantastic young trainer. I see you live up to, no, that you surpassed his praise. You've also got an impeccable sense of timing. You see, I had an errand to run for Professor Rowan on my visit here. He asked me to bring the data on the National Pokédex. So, since you're here, let me upgrade your Pokédex with the National Mode. After all, there are many kinds of Pokemon in this world of ours. Yay! National Dex, hooray! And I'm not entirely enthused because it's really all the Pokemon that can be found in Gen 4. Nothing special here. Sorry to arouse your excitement. I'm afraid it won't be easy to complete the National Pokédex. However, I'm sure you'll make an honest attempt on our behalf.
Have no fear. Jordan will get the job done. By the way, Professor Oak, what compelled you to visit this region?
Ah, yes. I've heard that Romanos Park is now open. If I remember correctly, it's at the end of Route 221. Romanos Park is a special system that attracts every imaginable kind of Pokemon from every region. I've got to make certain that system is operating properly. Jordan, you should make an effort to visit Romanos Park too. Oops, I'll be late for my meeting if I don't get going. Okay, it's a pleasure saving of you both. Bye now. We got to meet the man in the flesh.
Off he goes, as busy as ever. Now, Jordan, I have a gift here as your reward for completing the Sinnoh Pokédex.
And not only we got to meet Professor Oak and get the National Dex, we get the Poke Radar.
That's the Pokemon Radar, or just Poke Radar for short. Use it and it'll indicate grass patches where Pokemon are looking. I prefer that it helped my field assistants put together the Sinnoh Pokédex, but you take care of that. I'm sure it'll be useful for your goal of filling the National Pokédex.
Alright, here we are. Okay, let's settle that now. Oh, who's here to visit me? Oh, it's Gym Leader Rourke himself. Hey there, it's been a while. When I heard that you defeated the Elite Four and entered the Heart of Fame, I rushed straight here to congratulate you. I mean it, great job. All the other gym leaders are happy for you too. But you know, we gym leaders aren't going to take this lying down. Losing to you was rough on all of us. Yet we still have our pride as Sinnoh's 8 gym leaders. Now we're all determined to beat you this time. So if you don't mind, could you give us another chance of the Pokemon battle? We'll each be waiting for you at our own gym, so you know where to find me. Orbor Gym. Oh, that's a new scene available. So already so much stuff is becoming available in the postgame. Dawn, do you have anything new to say? Hey, Jordan, have you chatted with my kid sister? Okay, so nothing news here, but aside from that, we have a lot of new stuff that we can do now. So, start off, National Dex. I don't think I need to explain it as far as everything else goes, but as you can see, we now have Pokédex entries for the Pokemon on my team because they're not existent in the Sinnoh Dex. But now that you have the National Dex, there is a chance you could encounter some Pokemon that you would not have otherwise throughout all the Sinnoh region. Out here in the wild. Not just in the Grand Underground, but out here in the regions too. But it's pretty much the same as it was in Platinum, Diamond, and Pearl in the original, so those accounts the same. I'm not going to really bother putting them up, but there's also a chance you can run into counters if you want to fill the National Dex. All I'm going to tell you is that I have no intention of completing the National Dex, because if I did that, we would be at it for a very long time, and I'm not going to let you all sit through that. I mean, the main goal was to complete the Sinnoh Dex. I'm not aiming for that completion. But if you want to try it, then by all means, go for it. Although, it's going to require a lot of trading and transferring, so have fun with that. I mean, oh god, I mean, if this had every single Pokemon, oh boy, this would have gone on for a long time. But for better or for worse, it's not that. We just have the ones from Gen 4 up to Gen 4, so you don't have to worry about that much. But I'm still bitter that I can't bring my new Pokemon into the Sinnoh game, but you know my gripes about the National Dex cut here, so I won't rant about it that much. But also, I want to go in here, though, because Dawn's sister has some stuff that she can tell us. If I talk to her, she will tell you that she saw something on the news saying that there's an outbreak of Pokemon, and this changes daily, so if we're talking right now, the news says in Route 26 there's a bunch of Krabby there. So if there's an outbreak of if she says it, then you will be able to find the third Pokemon there. So Route 26, 226, you can find some Krabby there. So that's what's going on today. And yeah, this changes daily. So check on here periodically if you see a Pokemon that catches your interest. I think also another thing worth noting in the originals, to my knowledge, when I was researching Pokemon encounters, I have noticed that there are encounters that can be done if you're playing on your DS in the original versions and had both your Diamond and Pearl game and a Fire Red and Leaf Green or Emerald Game Boy game, that will also determine encounters too. You could encounter a Pokemon from that region you wouldn't be able to otherwise. So that's another thing I've actually learned about, and I had no idea that was a thing. So, if you had an original DS and have the backwards capability for a Game Boy game, then you should try that sometime, because you never know what you can get from that. And why am I here on Jubilife TV, you ask? Well, there's actually a good reason for it, because there's actually something I want to check out here, because this place has some changes too, believe it or not. So if I go in here, actually, if I go in here, I don't want to do the interview right now. They're not really that interesting. Oh wait, this is new. What's this? When was this opened up? Past here display the stickable. Oh yeah, that's right. Past here. When you beat the Elite Four, you can now see the display of stickers that can be used by the Sinnoh Region's Elite Four in Champion. Yes, you can now see their stickers displayed too, because as you can see here, we got those photos just dedicated to them. We got Aaron here, and we can see the capsules that Aaron used. You could even preview them as a nice little touch. And you could even try to copy it as well. But we don't really have the stickers we need, so I can't really do that. But if you want to see what that is, then yeah. I don't come by here often, but these are here if you want to see them. Champion sticker. I don't think we have champion stickers, do I? I don't think we have them. I don't know how you get those. Do you get them from beating the Elite Four? I don't really know. Because I see some of these I don't even have yet. Actually, let me see something here real quick. Let's place a sticker and see what we can find here. Do I got... No, it doesn't seem like we get that from beating the Elite Four. So, it raises the question of where I get that sticker. I'll figure it out. This is new to me. There's some stuff new to me that I don't even know about this remake's post-game, so I'm playing it all by here. And also, as you can see, yeah, the other gym leaders are here as well. I just don't come back here periodically because I don't really feel the need to. But if you want to know what kind of stickers to use to copy that style, they are here if you want to do that. Don't plan on going for them all, but actually want to go to Florima City real quick just to see what actually changed down there. So I am actually quite curious. So I am gonna go and check that out real quick and see if they sell it. Okay, do you have any new stickers whatsoever in the postgame? Actually, there's several stickers in here that I believe are new. I don't believe the Spark in the Sky Sea sticker were there before. I could be wrong though, but you know what? I don't have these. No Melberries. I surprisingly don't have those. Okay, so that's not where you get the champion sticker. I don't know where you get it, but if by any chance, I'm probably gonna look it up later just to see where it can be found if you're interested in looking for it. I'm not gonna bother too much trying to find it, but I'll put that up on the screen if you want to know what that is. So if you want to try and go for it, but in the meantime, though, I think the next thing in order is I want to go and check out where Professor Oak was heading, which was Romanos Park. And if you remember, Romanos Park was located all the way down here in Route 221. It's been foreshadowed for a while, and we were not able to do so because they were still getting prepared. But now that Professor Oak's here, we can now go down there. So, with that being said, why don't we check it out? We've made our stop here before, but there really wasn't here for us aside from berry grinding. But by the way, while I'm at it, don't mind if I do. Ah, yes, how I missed this. Berry farming. You know what? Even though the main story's beaten, this is not gonna stop. Not until the entire post-game content's over. Old habits die hard. Actually, I will confess though, when I recorded this episode, I didn't do any berry farming off screen, so mostly because I know there was gonna be stuff that was gonna be done. There was some dialogue after when you come back in the house, so I didn't want to skip over that. So there was that. I'm just gonna plant some berries here, be done with it, and actually, were there any new berries that still haven't gotten? Oh, Wacom berries. These have not gotten planted yet, have they? I should take care of that. I don't remember. Okay, then again, I probably planted some beforehand, but I don't remember. I haven't really checked my previous berries. It's been a while. It's been 3 weeks. I took a 3-week break, so, right. I took a 3-week break, so, I don't exactly remember what I planted before the Pokemon League, so there's that. Okay, we're here at Romanos Park, or Romanos Park, if that's how you pronounce it. I don't really know, but if we go in here, we're gonna see what this is about. Ah, Jordan, this is it. This is Romanos Park. The place has a special connection with the regions around the world, such as Kanto and Rowan. Hey, what about Johto? Is Johto's just non-existent to you people in the Sinnoh region? You got a problem with Johto, huh? What's your problem with Johto, Oak? It also connects to the Grand Underground. Exploring down there might reveal new treasures. New discoveries lead to new interesting encounters. Remember that. It's good to see you've come to join us for a visit. Let me make a gift of this chain encounter for your Pokage. And with that, Professor Oak also gives us a Pokage app as well, so it's also worth coming down here for this. The chain encounter app checks the Pokemon Radar's performance. I plan to be in Eterna City for some time. Being here, I should make the best of my time studying Pokemon in the Sinnoh region. So yeah, that's where Professor Oak's gonna be if you want to check up on the National Dex, because from now on, anything related to the National Dex, you check with Professor Oak, not Professor Rowan. Just for the idea. And just so we're clear, it's not based on Pokemon seen, it's based on Pokemon that were caught. So keep that in mind if you're completing the National Dex, if you really want to try that. But yeah, Romanos Park. This place is basically where you catch all the legendary Pokemon from the other regions. Mostly the mainline ones. Which, this will also come in really handy too, because there is a Pokemon, legendary Pokemon that we are going to catch, but we are going to need to catch Pokemon from this park in order to receive it. I don't plan on doing this right away this episode. I'm saving this for a later date. But keep in mind that this is here for the time being. But right now, but to get into other matters, this place was also pretty different too. What this place was in the original Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, this was known as Pal Park, as most people would know. And what Pal Park was basically a way to transfer your Pokemon. Basically how it works is, you take your original DS, right? You place a cartridge, a Gen 3 cartridge that was from the Pokemon GBA Advanced series, which was like, whether it be Red, Fire Red, or Leaf Green, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, you put a cartridge in there, and you can take up to 6 Pokemon at a time, transfer them into the park, and go inside the park and catch them, and put them on your team. And once that transfer's done, there's no going back. That is pretty much how it all works in a nutshell. Just the way you can transfer Pokemon, but clearly this change is understandable because, let's face it, they have, we got the Pokemon home servers that we can use, so we can just transfer Pokemon there, which, I'll confessly be honest, so far I have relented from the idea of transferring Pokemon at all. Mostly because I rather have my Pokemon be able to be usable in my games. Like all of them. Not just laying there in a box for all eternity. I'm not for that. So far, all my old Pokemon, they're still in my Ultra Sun copy, and I still have not transferred them to this day. I think that, for all I know, maybe never. But who knows what the future holds, to be honest. I'm just keeping them in there for the time being. Aside from that, though, that's pretty much about it as far as Pokemon transferring goes. That was it. But here we just have a way to catch other legendary Pokemon from the other regions if for some reason you don't have them. Again, if you're a veteran player like me who's basically caught all these legendaries before already, you really don't see a point of catching them see the need to do it all the time now, do you? Because I mean, it's been a trend since like Omega Ruby and Apple Sapphire, and I'll admit I never catch all the main legendaries in there because I mostly could have transferred them, and I mostly could have transferred them instead of be done with it. So with that being said, that's about it. One change though, I think there is also one change though that I want to show off, which is the Grand Underground. Actually, I want to show you this. In order to go through Romanos Park, we are not necessarily getting all this stuff for free. You can buy Pokeballs here. I'm going to show you this. There are mysterious shards you need to get Discovery Slates. So far, there's only 2 so far, but there's these small mysterious shards and Discovery Shards, which can be found underground. Why I'm not doing this right away is because I grind this stuff off screen, so I have everything ready beforehand, so I can do all the catching. So, I'm just going to tell you this now, we're not going to get to this for a very long while. Because there's still stuff we can do in the post-game, so we're just going to focus on that stuff first. I will be grinding that stuff off screen, though, so you don't have to sit for me doing that. But I do want to go to the underground, though, because there are some new stuff that are available in the post-game, believe it or not. And it's a matter if I can show it off. Alright, let's go local community. Let's just go play alone as usual because I want to show you what I can find. From this point forward, I think you've noticed a common trend here with the underground encounters. Most of these encounters are Pokemon you could have encountered in Platinum, but now that you got the national dex, Pokemon from all over any kind of regions up to Rowan are available here. Because look at that, we got a Shuckle here, we got like, I don't know how to pronounce that one again. Oh yeah, we even got a Lombre here, as you can see. Just a while back, I got passed by a Crawdon. And there's like a Cacturne in here as well. So we got a lot new Pokemon you can encounter down here. So, actually what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go back because that's not all you can encounter. Because, Tropius. Because if you also come back down here, there is also a certain kind of Pokemon you can get down here as well. That will also come in handy for completing the Pokedex. And that Pokemon being, if I can get it to appear, just to show you. Where is it? There! Look what we have here. A Chikorita. I'm probably sure you guys don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm just gonna say it. Yes. All starter Pokemon up to the Hoenn region are now available up to capture. If you don't have them if you're a new player playing these games and you don't have means, or you just don't have means to transfer your other starters from past games to this game, you can get them down here. They're all up to capture here, right here in the Grand Underground, waiting for you. Because I think as you can see here, I encountered a Chikorita in the Meadow Path. So I'm just going to go ahead and capture that, which is clearly not going to be easy, but I at least want to capture this. I'm afraid of... I'm not going to put it on the team or anything, but you know what? I'm just catching it for the sake of capturing it, to be perfectly honest with you. Actually, I'm just gonna hope I don't KO it. Okay, it's in red health, actually, so not so bad. We got a Chikorita here. Actually, funny enough, before Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl came out, I did a playthrough of Heart Gold where I actually used the Chikorita as a starter, believe it or not, for the first time. And Chikorita was actually pretty fun. I like her. I like Chikorita. Tentacool is my favorite, but I'll admit, Chikorita I feel is criminally underrated. It's an adorable Pokemon, so yeah. So with that being said, I'm just gonna catch it, and for the sake of catching it, because why else would you want to know? I mean, admit, look at Chikorita. It's adorable. How could you not say no to a Chikorita? And yeah, with that being said, we got ourselves a Chikorita here. And with that, experience goes up as usual. And with that being said, oh, we surprisingly get experience for that. Okay. Figure it is also, yep, and as usual, the Pokédex entries get in. So with that, we can also give Chikorita a nickname as well. I don't know, do I want to name it? Okay, it's a male Chikorita. I won't use it on the team or anything, but you know, I'll give it a name because why not? It is a starter Pokemon after all. It's a good name for a male Chikorita. You know what? I'll just call him Leafy. I'll just call you Leafy and leave it a day. Sent to a box. But yeah, that was actually mostly what I wanted to show down here, is that you can also cast starters down here as well. And again, where they appear in the ground, underground, it depends on what type of zone you're in. Like, if you're in a meadow zone like this, you'll find the grass starters. And if you're in a water area, you will find the water starters. And of course, fire areas with lava, you'll also find the fire starters as well. So, if you're going for all of them, that's where you would find them. I figure that's a good way to keep that in mind. So with that being said, that is mostly everything I wanted to show you, at least as far as changes goes for the post-game. That being said, I think I've covered most of the small bases after this moment. So with that, I think it's good to say I'm ready to go back up. That will be it for today. I know it's not much, but as of this point, I mainly just wanted to cover my bases for this episode and show off the new scenes that do become available at this point in the post-game, and at least all the changes that come with it. But not to worry though. From this point forward, this is where we're gonna get into the meta scenes in next episodes going forward. So with that being said, next time on Let's Play Pokemon Shining Pearl, I may have a little surprise for you. So with that being said, whatever that entails, I will see you all next time.